From my perspective, the trends driving the future of living are really all about resiliency, because we're in dynamically changing environmental and economic times. The key is how we can live in self-sustaining, regenerative kinds of communities, so they can be generative in food, water, energy, and waste-to-resource management. The work that's been interesting for us in the last 5 or 6 years is a Stanford University research initiative that I self-funded, and it's a spin-off company called ReGen Villages. The ReGen Villages is a Dutch holding company, so actually an EU entity, to build, develop, implement, and replicate at scale these kinds of regenerative neighborhoods that can be self-reliant. So we've been really focusing on how we can create these kinds of new communities, because there's a critical crisis around housing, affordable housing, but also an urgent need to address critical life support systems at the neighborhood scale. So food, water, energy, and waste as amenities. So the thing about ReGen Villages as well is that we're focusing on full stack resiliency in the neighborhood scale, meaning that we can feed people, hydrate people, generate power, and turn their waste into resources, which, by the way, all of those things are asset classes, which make it quite interesting. That imagine living in a house that eventually can be paying off its own mortgage. But the level of technologies now in food production, for instance, in vertical farming, in aquaponics and aquaculture, so you can get all different kinds of nutrition and protein at your doorstep. And there's actually proven research that shows that you can live longer, healthier lives by having agency, connectivity to your natural resources next to where you live.